What happens when the sands of time reveal secrets buried for millennia? Deserts across the globe hide astonishing relics of the past, from legendary armies lost without a trace to mysterious artifacts that defy explanation. Could these findings rewrite history as we know it? Join us as we dig deep into the enigmatic deserts and uncover the hidden treasures that challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations. Stay with us to discover how these astonishing discoveries hold the key to solving some of history's greatest mysteries. Before we begin, please support my channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Approximately 9,000 years ago, some desert regions of the world experienced a humid climate. Over millennia, these green deserts served as habitats for diverse animals and human communities. Archaeological excavations in the deserts have revealed numerous astonishing finds. The Eastern Sahara, once the floor of an ocean, holds the secret of one of the most remarkable transformations in the history of the animal kingdom. 37 million years ago, a 15-meter-long creature with a massive jaws and sharp teeth died and sank to the bottom of the ancient Tethys Ocean. Today, the skeletons of giant whales are found in this desert. Imagine, in this long-gone sea, whales once swam and dived. It took archaeologists a year to uncover the skeleton of Basilosaurus, whose ribs are in the foreground of the photograph, with vertebrae in the background. Using computer tomography of the Basilosaurus bones, scientists will create a digital model to illustrate how this whale swam and hunted many years ago. An unexpected discovery was made by an oil company worker in a remote part of the western Egyptian desert. It was the identification plates of a Kitty Hawk P-40 plane, which enabled researchers to trace its origin and maintenance history. Flight Sergeant Copping, a pilot stationed in Egypt during the North African campaign against Rommel, presumably lost his bearings while piloting a damaged Kitty Hawk towards the airbase. It is known that he deviated from course and did not reach the base. Since then, from 1942, his fate has remained a mystery, literally lost in the sands of time. The remains of the plane indicate it made a crash landing. Dennis Copping's plane was found almost intact next to a shelter likely built by him while awaiting rescue. Remarkably, over 70 years, the plane barely deteriorated. Armaments and ammunition were nearby. Most instruments in the cockpit remained unscathed, and the bent propellers lay a short distance from the plane. It appears the pilot survived the crash. The unfolded parachute near the plane was possibly used by the pilot for sun protection. The radio and batteries were removed from the plane, suggesting attempts to establish radio contact. Had he died in the plane, his remains would have been found there. However, since no rescue arrived after the crash, he likely attempted to escape the desert on his own, but unfortunately perished. In southern Peru, paleontologists discovered fossilized remains of an ancient bird that lived around 35 million years ago. Evidently, it was a giant pelican, standing about 1.8 meters tall. The found fossils remarkably preserved even traces of skin. This discovery is sensational, as no similar cases have been documented anywhere in the world. Scientists suggest this bird lived during the Eocene epoch, which began around 40 million years ago and ended 23 million years ago. The remains were found in the Ica coastal desert, through which the route of the 2013 Dakar rally passed in January. This event raised serious concerns among Peruvian scientists, who feared that the race might damage yet undiscovered archaeological finds. In this same desert region of Ica, fossils of ancient whales, huge sharks, and penguins have previously been found. In Peru, a mummified hand with 3 20-centimeter-long fingers was discovered in the desert, in a tunnel where the Incas practiced burials. A few months ago, a strange elongated skull was found in the same area, which, like the hand, belongs to a creature unknown to science. Identifying the origin of the 3-fingered hand has proven challenging. Scientists are carefully studying this limb, including conducting X-ray examinations. X-rays revealed that the hand had 5 joints and 5 bones, differing from the structure of a human hand. Additionally, a nail and a fragment of a metal ring under the skin were found on the hand, and the palm showed several fractures. The most famous shipwreck in the desert is the Edouard Bolen, a German vessel roughly 100 meters long, which ran aground off the coast of the Namib Desert on September 5, 1909. The ship was built in Hamburg in 1891 and operated on the Hamburg-West Africa route. However, swift currents and dense fog, common to the Namib Desert coast, led to the disaster. Over time, the sea receded, and the ship turned into a ghostly apparition in the desert. Attempts to retrieve the vessel from the sandbank were unsuccessful. During the effort to tow the Edward Bolen, the steel cable used by the assisting ship snapped. The ship's passengers were unharmed and successfully evacuated. Now the ship's remains, rust-covered and partially buried in sand, lie several hundred meters from the shoreline. Libyan desert glass is one of the rarest natural minerals on Earth. It was used to create an amulet found in Tutankhamun's tomb. When asked about the rarest mineral on the planet, many think of precious metals or various colored diamonds. However, perhaps the rarest is Libyan desert glass. This material consists of small fragments in light green or light yellow hues, sometimes transparent. They are almost entirely composed of silica and are believed to have formed at temperatures over 2,000 degrees Celsius. Libyan desert glass is estimated to be 30 million years old. The formation process of Libyan desert glass remains inconclusive. The most popular hypothesis suggests that many years ago, a massive meteorite fell or exploded in the air over the desert. The resulting powerful impact created a crater, causing the sand to melt. This molten mixture was scattered over a large area. As it rapidly cooled in flight, the molten sand turned into glass. Over time, wind and sand polished these glass pieces to their shiny state. Many global legends speak of giants, titans, and colossi, with references found in ancient texts worldwide. Reports often surface of skeletons of people of unusual height being found in various parts of the world. This raises the question, were our ancestors giants? In the Sahara Desert, Stone Age graves dated around 5,000 years ago have been discovered. In 2006, around 200 graves were found, many of them containing individuals over 2 meters tall. Giant fossils have also been found in Turkey. A human leg bone measuring 120 centimeters indicates that its owner could have been about 5 meters tall. In China, remains of humans standing 3.5 meters tall and weighing 300 kilograms have been discovered. In Australia, anthropologists found a fossilized tooth, measuring 77 millimeters in height and 42 millimeters in width, suggesting its owner stood 7.5 meters tall and weighed 370 kilograms. Analysis shows that this find is 9 million years old. There is a theory that all great ancient monuments, such as the Egyptian pyramids, Stonehenge, and the Sphinx, were constructed by giants, thought by some scientists to be a race preceding us. Anthropologists have found on the Inca stones in Peru drawings depicting humans living alongside dinosaurs. A comparison of these drawings revealed a surprising similarity in proportions between humans and dinosaurs, raising a hypothesis of the existence of giant humans during the dinosaur era. One drawing shows a person next to a beheaded dinosaur. For the past 30 years, there has been a legend that millions of unsold copies of a game were buried in the Alamogordo Desert. One of the reasons for the financial difficulties that led to the bankruptcy of the once leading video game manufacturer Atari was a failed game based on Steven Spielberg's film about an extraterrestrial, released for the Atari 2600 console. Developers aimed to create an outstanding game and expected high sales. However, the game was a commercial failure, and millions of cartridges were returned due to their poor quality. According to the legend, around 4 million cartridges were buried near Alamogordo, New Mexico. Today, this legend has been confirmed. Microsoft, while creating an exclusive documentary series for Xbox Live, discovered the legendary Atari cartridges. Excavation participants actively shared photos of the discovered cartridges on social media. These findings were featured in the documentary Atari Game Over, available exclusively on Xbox 360 and Xbox One consoles. Countless remains, jewels, and weapons found by Italian archaeologists in the Egyptian desert could belong to the army of Cambyses II, the son of Cyrus the Great. Approximately 2,500 years ago, the mighty army of Persian king Cambyses II vanished without a trace. The remains of this great army were lost in the sands of the western part of the Egyptian desert. This sensational discovery could help solve one of the most significant archaeological mysteries, claim the scientists. Bronze weapons, silver bracelets, earrings, and hundreds of human bones were found in the vast expanses of the Sahara, where few have ventured. These findings renew hope that Cambyses II's lost army, which was instantly buried under a layer of sand due to a devastating sandstorm in 525 BC, has finally been discovered. What do you think? Thank you for watching this video. Share your impressions in the comments and support my channel by subscribing and liking. Thank you.